I don't know why. Okay. Um, it's live.
Okay. Hello. We will be starting momentarily. Yes. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, that's funny. I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty funny. How do they know? Jonte Porter to be charged with a felony. Basketball player who's been on games. Michael Porter's brother. Ooh. Yeah, did we look? Oh, I guess it's fine. Looks a little blurry, but. We're not officially kicking off, but anyone that's watching, hope you're doing good. Appreciate it as always.
Okay. We're
Hey, here we.
yo.
Got to keep the people moving.
Yo, what is good? What is good? Sorry, had last minute arrangements. All right, so we are good on my end. Yes, sir. The couch is back. We are waiting for one more. He will be fashionably late as always. You know I'm playing. So what is good? Oh, nah, not really. I'm only a piece of the puzzle. I don't think the pod would be anything without these two. So we definitely appreciate it.
Humble man, we love it.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, DE, for tuning in. Just want to clarify, I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting right now. So, you talking about the couch? Bump you.
The couch is essential.
Bro, you mad funny. Bro said the real star of the show. I'm talking about the couch. Bump you, dog.
The 4th and 0 couch.
Appreciate it though. Just want to do a quick disclaimer. I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting. I don't know if it's just because it's still light outside.
If there's, and it looks like there's a haze on our side, that's what we're saying. That if there's not, then cool. But
oh no, yeah. there's a crazy haze.
Is there? That's, you can see it on there. Can't you?
Yeah, there's a it's annoying me, but thank you for tuning in nonetheless. So we definitely have a lot to get into today. We have a lot of basketball to talk about, but we're going to save that more towards the back end. We're definitely going to get all of the earlier topics. We're going to talk about some hockey. We're going to cover some football if there's anything, but then primarily we'll talk about. Oh, okay, we're good. It was weird because it was spinning for a second. We're definitely going to talk about some football, and then we'll get into basketball last. But if there's any other topics that you guys have came across and you want to bring up in the pod, please feel free to drop them in the chat, and we will definitely talk about it. But without further ado, let's get into the show. So, I saw this question a couple of days ago. Definitely want to bring it up. I think it's more of an obvious question, but I still want to ask it. Fellas, who's ranked higher in the all-time list? And this is just all-time, and this is basketball. Between these two players, Paul George, Jimmy Butler.
Well,
ranked all-time.
You ask a lot of the young cats, and apparently that's their GOAT, Paul George. Have you seen that?
Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller's GOAT. There were like 2 or 3 other people, and I guess they just grew up around that time. And if you did witness Indiana, Paul George.
I want to say, so DE says Jimmy Butler. If I had to pick an all-time, like a ranked all-time, I would probably say Jimmy Butler.
I would, because the playoff moments for me put him a little bit higher. I mean, playoff Jimmy is like almost even better than regular season Jimmy. So with that being said, I mean, playoff P's become a joke. That's not even a real thing. I would give it to Jimmy.
I'd say they had an interesting trajectory, because if we looked at Thunder Paul George versus 76ers Paul George.
Indiana Paul George. Or you mean current day Paul George? Okay.
Yeah. Thunder Paul George, 76ers Paul George. I think both of them, that's when we knew who Jimmy Butler was in Chicago.
Yeah.
But then he really reiterated who he was in Philly.
Oh, the Jimmy Hendrix rage too.
Oh,
So Jimmy, but the trajectories are weird because to me, if you would have asked, I think until Jimmy got to Miami, I would have said Paul George all day. I think Jimmy's career kind of got more solidified when he hit Miami. Like I said, the playoff moments, he's been to two finals. Um, Paul George went the opposite way. To me, Paul George kind of screwed himself, and someone brought this up. If he would have stayed in Indiana, I feel like he just would have been like Reggie Miller. Like they just would have idolized him, statue outside. Probably would have never got a ring, but he doesn't have one anyway. So yeah, I would say the trajectories went opposite. So I would definitely give it to Jimmy though.
so I'm actually going to put a pause on this conversation
Mm.
because I grabbed the wrong computer charger. I actually
Oh,
grabbed my work laptop computer charger. So I'm actually going to pass the chat off to the fellas, but before I go and switch out chargers real quick, because I'm having tech issues like a mug. It's really skill issues on my part. I'm sorry.
skill based matchmaking.
I was a little geek that I got. They let me off work like 3 hours early.
Ooh,
So I'm just like I'm my wherewithal. I'm not even gonna lie. I was playing Elden Ring like 30 minutes before y'all got here. So I was ready, but obviously I just had one thing left out.
you have a Friday off too?
No,
Oh, okay.
I work
So,
Friday.
okay.
But the chat said DE says Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets made the finals. PG hasn't even sniffed the finals.
Yeah.
Miles, yo, what's good, bro? He said he is on the way, and he says Jimmy Buckets for sure.
Yeah.
Pandemic P isn't built for the lights. Miles also said he agrees with you, Ronnie. He should have stayed in Indiana.
Mhm.
Plus, he was spun. He's spun. Oh, okay. Basically, he's calling him a scrub.
Yeah.
And skill based matchmaking definitely a skill issue, bro. I'm sorry. You should really see how my corners looking. My cable management is up to par, but I guess I got my wires crossed. I'm only human after all. Please don't sing that song. Oh my god.
After all.
But I will actually still be chatting with y'all as I'm going to get my other charger. But
Huh? No, definitely not. No,
but
that's
I
the first thing that popped in my
actually
head.
do have a rebuttal to that statement because I truly think that I'm actually glad that Paul George left Indiana. To be completely honest with you guys, I think that him staying in Indiana, he would have been the Reggie Miller, of course, and I agree with that statement 110%. But I do think that with the moves that Indy was making, I think with the moves that Indy wasn't making, I don't think that Paul George would have benefited staying in Indiana. So I think that him leaving was truly a good sign overall.
But here's the question I pose to you because it doesn't have to turn into a debate. But think of it this way: would you rather be? You got three options. You could be an NBA champion, no statue. You can have the statue notoriety of your city with no ring, or you can have none of it, which he's gonna have. Because Indiana's not building him a statue. He dipped on him.
So I'd rather have Chip no statue.
That's fair.
I mean,
Is he gonna get it in Philly?
hell no.
Exactly. He's done.
But where he wouldn't have got it in Indy either.
No, but I think he would have had the statue. I mean, I get his thought process, but like him going to OKC, they weren't going to win a ring there.
I have a second rebuttal.
Okay.
So how much the refs gonna buy the Celtics for?
Oh, we're going to get to that later. The
That-
refs aren't buying it, but I don't know what the hell's going on.
That
with
was
that team.
that was from one of our loyal fans.
The most loyal. Thank you, sir.
I'm guessing you can. I'm guessing you already know who it's
gotta
from.
be Miles. No, it's gotta be no.
From the number one. This man been headshotting us since bro sub to us.
I love when people can like it's a consistent hate and it's like it's a good hate. It makes me laugh. I like it. Don't switch up. Wake up, be a hater. You got to do it. But no, I mean, yeah, I'll get to that later because that's a weird, very weird.
Miles also agreed that PG isn't winning crap in Philly.
No, because I think you've missed, and we'll get to this too. I don't want to go too deep, but like I think you've missed Embiid's window. Believe it or not, with the injuries, he's 30. PG's 34. Maxie
Oh,
just got a big bag.
fellas, y'all know how Ronnie feel about these dudes over 25.
This one's different. We do have to talk about that today too, because remember we said we were going to get into that.
I'm gonna be real. We might actually have to get to that next week.
We do if we
Because
might.
a
We
lot
might run
happened.
short. Yeah,
A lot happened. We got Miles coming, and
we didn't know it was going to be this busy this week. But
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I really want to get everyone's feedback, and I wish Nick was here, but I really want to get everyone's feedback on Bronny.
yeah, no,
Yeah. So yeah, we'll put that on, but we'll actually have to sit down and have a discussion about that because
for sure.
I think that's one of the many things that we need to talk about on this.
Decided to be a hater today too.
Hey, bro, slept. He said he slept well. That's all that mattered. I woke up being a hater, but I slept well. You know what I mean? Look, but all right, y'all. So we're actually going to pivot right now, do some quick updates in some NHL because a lot has actually been going on, believe it or not. That man, Ronnie, done signed. Ah, crap.
Is it Lindholm from Vancouver? There were two Vancouver guys. I think it was Lindholm and someone else.
What I am actually going to do, I'm going to familiarize myself with this website. There's news here. I just don't know how to navigate the website because I just haven't been on NHL like that. There are signings here. Cup champ Liddell signs a 6-year contract extension with the Panthers. There's a lot. Cup Liddell or Lundell, the guy who plays for the Panthers. I don't know his first name. I'm just reading the article. They won a chip, and then they started re-signing everybody.
Similar to another team.
Bro, you were 11 when Bronny was in the high chair? Sheesh. Bro, I don't know how old I was when Bronny was getting spoon-fed. Now, bro, on the G League team.
What was he born? He was born in 99 or
2000? In a way, bro, it was 99.
No, he's got to be... No, because he's got to be like, what, 20?
Because that's the same year my brother was born.
Oh, man. October 6, 04.
04?
That's my concept of time right now. That's crazy.
Anybody past the year 2000?
Yeah. It's getting more bizarre. I'll speak to someone that's like, yeah, I'm like, just turned 19, like on like at work, and then I pull it up and the birthday's like 07 or 08. I'm like, I remember where I was at.
Exactly, bro. I know what I was doing in it. Bro, I was in middle school 07, 08. What you mean? God. Oh my gosh.
I was playing Little League. Like I was like fully like I was moving around and they're just
that was crazy. Yo, that is crazy.
Probably started saying cuss words. I'm like, bro,
that's insane. But so who did you guys sign for the Bruins?
Yeah, it was 2 Vancouver players. It was I think it was Lindholm and it was let me see. A few people left. Nikita Zadorov and Lindholm from the Canucks. They were both on the Canucks and they both signed with the Bruins, which is weird. But
so does that fill the needs that y'all need, or?
I mean, they've lost a lot. They lost DeBrusk. That was today, I think, to the Canucks.
Because you guys, because as far as you guys' window,
yeah, I don't think there's a big. I mean, it's iffy. I think they've taken a step back. I'll put it that way. I won't get too far into it, but I think they've taken a step back.
Because DE also said, I don't want to talk about the Pens. They are just as screwed as the Bucks. So is everyone's NHL team taking an L this offseason?
I think so, yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Except for Utah?
Yeah. Well, Utah doesn't have a name, so that gives them an L already. Utah Hockey Club.
Well, the Devils apparently got through their punch list of needed changes. So
They're doing all right, I guess.
I don't know. Oh wow, I did not mean to click on that.
Reading headlines.
My fault. My I didn't mean to click on that.
Uh-oh.
Jacob Markstrom is now the devil.
Oh, so they just went off and just hauled in a bunch of players.
So
Yeah, a couple forwards, a couple defensemen.
I guess that makes them not playoff ready, but at least somewhat competitive.
yeah,
Interesting. And then they already announced their schedule for 2024, 2025. I also know that they had their draft last week.
Sphere.
and the Sphere, which was cool. Yeah.
Sick, yeah.
Oh, did you guys get a chance to watch it or catch
No,
it?
just a couple of clips. I didn't sit down and watch it.
Got
But
you. Interesting.
Go to the Red Wings.
yes.
Not even Bleacher Report showed me anything on it.
Hmm.
Interesting Bleacher Report, but you'll show me the infamous driveway video from with LeBron and his sons that we already saw a million times. But
We need to see it again, in case you forgot.
or I'll see something from Julian Newman when he was peak internet worthy, but no NHL. Interesting.
You see what they talk about on First Take.
I stopped.
What did Bronny eat for breakfast the day he was drafted?
Yo, shout out to the
Yeah.
There's a Wimbledon? No, not Wimbledon. But that's for golf.
No, Wimbledon's tennis.
Oh, okay, tennis. Yeah, I've been watching that. I've been having that in the
Yeah.
background during work. So shout out to them. Tennis is low key slept on. You have to have a crazy amount of cardio.
Listen, I was into it when like Federer was hitting it, and Nadal, like they would go back and forth with each other.
Yeah,
It'd be like I'd wake up first thing in the morning because it would be a different time, and it'd be like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Dude, intense as shit. Yeah, I love it.
so DE said not like it'll help the Bruins. Their choking hazards go crazy.
No, honestly, yeah, that's like I said, they're fourth on my list of Boston teams. I'm not even worried about them. You just they choke it away every year.
And then he also said he watched the Wimbledon, and he said Celine Dion made an appearance.
Oh,
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl did too.
Suited up.
Oh,
Interesting. Surprised they still around. Oh, you watched the NHL draft? Oh, okay, my fault. Oh, okay, got it. My fault. I'm behind. Yo, Jimmy Butler is taking off in this voting right now.
Has to.
Phillies had a big scary last week.
In baseball?
Yeah, Bryce.
Got hurt, but he's all right.
He overran. He was running to first base to run on a grounder or something, and then steps on the bag and grabs the back of his leg.
Tough.
Yeah. Hammy strain.
I was also going to say,
He just strained it.
Yeah.
Shohei has a UCL injury.
Oh, okay.
He won't be at the home run derby.
UCL, is that the elbow or that's still the knee?
Yeah, yeah, the elbow.
Because he had elbow issues coming in. Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
That's why he can't pitch this year.
yeah. I saw that yesterday or today. They announced for the Canadians, I believe, and baseball or NHL.
Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
Yeah. NHL. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. My fault, DE. If I sound like I'm confused, I'm still. Oh, NHL. Yo, appreciate it. Yeah, because you know my ass. I need a map.
You know, hot streak.
Marte.
Oh, DE. Is there anything that sticks out to you in the regular season, or is there any games in particular that you're excited to see? I'm looking at the home openers right now. Is there any games in particular? Football? Got you. Say less. Moving on. Moving on. All right. So actually, as far as some football coverage, let's see. Actually, let me Let me see. I'm about to merge. Let me merge screens real quick. I can't wait till I can have multi screens. Okay, it's
Close.
okay. So it's actually yeah. We're gonna do this and then boom. Okay. Actually, no. That was. I'm gonna put that the way it was because that looks worse. Okay. So moving on to football, I was watching just I think it was on Instagram. It was just a small snippet of the process that they went through for the Giants to not re-sign Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay.
It was very interesting, and it just shows the ineptitude of that franchise. That they literally sat down and just talked about how they just were not going to bring him back, and then you overpay this goofball to throw a football who will. I don't want to go off on a tangent. Injury prone Barkley. I mean, well, Devin says watch your mouth, but in all honesty, I mean,
there's some validity to it. It makes sense.
Yes, I mean y'all know how I feel. I was cool with DeAndre Swift. We just didn't utilize him properly because we had trash offensive coordinators. I think bro would have thrived in this offense we're about to have. But hey, we got Saquon. I honestly wish the best for DeAndre. If bro ends up going off on us when we play the Bears,
yeah,
I told you. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all. I don't think so because that front eight is tough.
Yeah,
that front eight is tough. But not trying to glaze my own team. Going back to the Giants, I don't have anything to say. They suck. That's it. That's
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
when the guy you drafted in the first round starts getting a little. Not snippy, but he just doesn't seem like he's happy to be there.
Right.
There's definitely an issue.
I just can't get over the fact that I just watch them just rationalize and just go through the process of thinking like, well, he just doesn't add any value. But your quarterback does.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
you need playmakers on the offense, and like, yes, you drafted Malik Nabers and you have Jalen Hyatt, but like now Darren Waller's not there, and I know he was hurt a lot last year, but like you don't have any.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
Waller's not going to be there?
No, with the playmakers because they're moving like they don't need nobody on.
Oh, I know, and that's. But I mean, like obviously, if your quarterback has a handicap, and I mean that in like the sense that he's handicapped physically as far as he can't do a lot of
right.
Then you think you need a running back that was top 10 that you can pay and.
Yes, could complement. Yes, could complement that offense. But hey,
no, I don't think so. They're looking for that top 5 pick next year.
Oh yeah. Well, just Lord, I cannot read today. Okay, Titans defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, the best defensive tackle on that team, says he cannot wait to trash talk Bears Caleb or Diva Williams. Week 1. So, y'all need to start making these games televised because
he's just throwing it out there now. We're in July, but still.
We're still in. He said this on the 26th. He said this like 3 days after we got off the air. No, because I had to look up the date.
Yeah.
Of when we were last on the air. He said this. Oh, he said this on while we were live. Oh, I don't think I covered this.
To give you guys hope, just a tidbit in the middle, we are less than a month away from the Hall of Fame game.
Holy crap.
That is August 1st, so we are getting closer.
I'm still baffled that the year just started and the year's almost over.
I know this has definitely been the quickest year I feel like it's probably happened, and I don't even know how long.
Didn't miss a beat.
Nope. I feel like the Super Bowl was like a couple weeks ago, honestly.
It was not. It really doesn't feel like that long ago.
No.
I feel like we were just talking. I honestly feel like we were just talking about football.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Now we got less than a month and we're going to be back in it.
So, I know we brought this up multiple times on the channel. I'm still trying to figure it out because I don't think it's going to happen. What's going on with Brandon Ayuk? Stuff. I think lastly we talked about how he was on social media trolling them, saying that they didn't want him. Now there's reports saying that Brandon Ayuk had a quote good meeting moving ahead towards extension, but I just heard I think like 2 days ago.
Commanders rumor.
No, contract's still stalled.
Oh well, then I heard.
That's what I.
Yeah, this was I think a week or two ago, and it might be in there. But I guess they had talks with the Commanders, and then it kind of just fell through. I think their asking price for Ayuk's too high, but he wanted to go. I think he wants to go to the Commanders because him and Jaden Daniels are close. Obviously, they were on FaceTime together. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with them because they're gonna keep going back and forth, and then they're just gonna lose him. I'm like, you can get a first round pick for him, second round pick for him. If they traded him away, yes, they would get worse on offense, but you still have McCaffrey, you still have Debo, you got Ricky Pearsall in the draft, so I don't think your world ends and you would get a good pick. So I don't know. It's weird though. Like you're on the right path with it. It just keeps going back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We're talking about this.
What Schwarber and
You know how many Phillies players have been on?
I did see that. Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner,
Alec Bohm,
Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, all like first ballot.
Yeah. They were up for pretty much every position besides
that.
Second base.
You know what that means. I know Philly got PG. I know it may not mean nothing, but there's a lot of good. Oh, bro, really sleeping on me. That's crazy. Well, you know what? That's fair. That is fair because whenever he started talking about them Boston Smoker Patriots, that was random, but still, whenever bro started getting, I do sleep on them, so I'm not mad.
About that Pats pack?
Oh, that Pats pack. Trust, bro. I'm really about to have these jerseys. They may not come on time, but I'm gonna wear them. Trust, y'all. I will have the jerseys. Just give me some time. Hold on. Ain't no fucking way y'all beat. I said it. Ain't no way y'all beating the Bengals week 1. I might have to get me a jersey. Actually, I might have to make it easier. Just give me some hats or something. Make it. I might. You know what? I think I should order that. I'm gonna get me a Bengals hat.
Get like a plain T-shirt and draw the names.
Love you. I'm getting no real thing.
He's getting a little aggressive. And I've been nothing but nice today.
Cap. Oh, actually, no. I mean,
I've been nice today.
Oh,
I slept during Paul George. I mean, you got to sleep during that.
I mean, but what I was trying to lead up to saying, DE, I will get to what you said in a minute. Oh, actually, he said 49ers are the choke artists. Who cares? That's actually true.
That's actually.
But what I was trying to say was we have a lot going in Philly. We got all the baseball team, first ballot, all stars, Eagles.
You guys are more well-rounded right now than we are in Boston. Absolutely. You have more to be excited about.
Well, I'm saying because we're firing on all cylinders. That's all I'm trying to say.
This is true. It's looking up.
I'm about to say, bro, you just won the chip.
Yeah, one team out of 4. Red Sox are mid. The Patriots are less than mid. The Bruins are going to be mid. They choke. So.
Damn it! Let me have my moment. You be coming up in here with your Drake May and your damn bro was Drake May glazing, bro. I let you have that.
You did. You could have shut me down. You could have
no. So I want to have my moment and say that Philly got a lot to be excited for.
That's fair.
Because when we went to the Super Bowl, Phillies was in the oh God, don't tell me World Series. I was about to say that. Yeah. Thank you. I was like switching. I almost said finals. But
on the flip side, you have a 76ers team that's going to be held together by glue. You have a week 1 matchup in Brazil where you guys could get robbed or kidnapped.
I would say that team is being held by dental floss because we have a lot of injury-prone dudes on that team. But hey, it looks good on paper.
Tobias Harris is gone. I will say I did smile for you guys. That was beautiful.
I was like, well, I don't know. It was weird because he finally left, but he went to the Pistons.
Yeah, where he was at like 8 years ago. They paid him a decent amount of money to just be there, I guess.
Hello, DE said Patriots might end up 2-7 in the first 9 weeks,
but or that because it's possible,
or 1-8. Yo, 1-8 is crazy.
1 is generous.
1 is generous.
It's gonna go. It's gonna be either mid or it's gonna be a disaster. I don't know. It's not gonna be good.
Oh yeah, we did talk about this last week,
Yeah.
but we did talk about it last week. But we will we will definitely go back on that. But so yeah, as wrapping up, Philly has a lot to be excited about, just in terms of just all sports. We'll see about basketball though. But hey, again, they look good on paper. Um, Definitely want to give a big shout out to Randall Cobb, and I'm glad that he and his family is safe because they escaped a house fire in Nashville.
Ooh.
So, wow, that is interesting. Let's see. As far as other news, sorry, getting there. I don't think there's anything notable. The only thing that I saw that was really notable was Aaron Rodgers' reason for why he has been absent due to
Let's hear it.
contract extension. I saw it on NFL memes, but I did not read it. Hold on. I think we'll talk about the Cowboys again because they've been really just haven't been doing anything, and yeah. Going through. Yeah, there's really nothing notable. Wow, I think this is just the dead time. Oh no, Ronnie,
The God. Yes.
you signed your linebacker.
Oh, Jelani Tavai. Yeah, that's fine.
To a 3-year, 15 mil extension. Is he a bench?
No, he's a starter. He's like, how do I describe it? He's like, he was good last year on a bad team. So, I mean, I don't hate it.
I'm about to say, because I'm like 3 mil. I'm like, everybody else is getting these triple digit extensions, and man's get a 15 mil.
Yeah, no, because he's like a starter, but he wouldn't be like a starter on another team. That defense is, kind of pieced together. So
horrid.
Yeah,
got you. Okay, well, let's see. Philly don't have Big Peen Nick anymore. They won't ever get it done again. Aaron Rodgers is such a diva. I'm over it, man. Bless those Jets fans' heart. Well, hey, man, chill off of Big Rick Nick. All right. Brody did what he had to do. We got the job done. We could have been there, but hey, refs against. I'm playing. It was. We already talked about it. As far as Aaron Rodgers, yeah, bless those Jets Hearts fan. I mean, they are a diehard fan base, but wow, it's so funny because there are diehard fans for the wrong teams. But I mean,
it's commendable though, because I mean, who sticks through a team like that? If I see a Jets fan, I don't even get mad anymore. I'm like,
look, if I was a Browns fan, I would have went over and been a Bengals fan. I just would have moved a little bit that way. I would have traded in my dogs for some straights. Like, ain't no way you about to catch me there no more. 0-16, we was just clowning, bro, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Bro,
Hugh Jackson?
Bro stunk up 2 seasons. They were like, come back for a third. 2 and 4.
Getting a little better.
Yeah, we're gonna.
And they never decided to just look at the roster and go, we didn't put any people in place to do anything.
Nope. He's like, hey, come in and fix this mess.
If you had a name like the top 10 Browns of the 2000s and 2010s, you'd be here for a while. Like Braylon Edwards, Josh Cribbs, what's his name? Joe Thomas.
I mean, that was almost like peak back in the day, because if you look at that, like that slump, that drought, after that, that was literally.
And then Derek Anderson had that breakout year, 1 year in like 2008. Like they were just randomly.
You know what's funny? In Madden, I know you about to laugh at me. In Madden 09, he was like a 89 overall after
Derek
that.
Derek Anderson? Oh yeah, they boosted him because he went like they were double-digit wins. And they went to the playoffs. I think they went to wild card.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they really put this man up. Like they put him up there.
Then he had some mental breakdown with the reporters, and then he started bouncing. He went to Carolina, I think Arizona. Then it was just a fluke. It was just a 1 year. Like he was good, but he wasn't that good.
DE said, "How much we willing to bet Rodgers breaks his other leg?"
I think something happens. I don't wish it on him. You know, he's a wacko, but I think something happens with him this year that's going to cause some turmoil and chaos. I think it could be mental. I could see him just halfway through the season being like, "I'm not in it spiritually. I have to take time off." You're gonna be like, "Huh?" Because they've put a lot of time and a lot of money and effort in this team this year.
Yeah.
They got Mike Williams, who I know is kind of hanging there. They upgraded the O line. Their defense got better. They got Hassan Reddick. Who's someone else we need to talk about.
They didn't even pay him. So that's why I'm mad because we traded him. They didn't even pay him.
He's in Japan.
I'm like, dude, we would have paid you. He's not even bad. Yo, I'm sorry for yelling in the mic. And sorry before we continue. DE said the Browns are the Browns. That's why I never want to do anything. I never want to do anything with them. Yeah.
Yeah. You had a good quarterback that the city loved, and he loved the city, Baker Mayfield. You went to the playoffs, you won a game.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's get the
heck out of here.
Well, I don't want to say the word, but
yeah.
the assault guy.
Oh, yeah. God.
You decided to trade it in the loyalty for the shiny toy that ended up being washed and whatever, but now you're paying him all that money and you don't have any picks. They're a mess. He's right. The Browns are the Browns. They just can never get it right. And it just goes along with like franchises that are just generationally cursed, like Detroit, Cleveland. Those are the two that always come to mind, but like, yeah, it's just a mess.
And he also said, and funny story, the first football game I went to was the Browns game because it was free and it sucked. The food, stadium, and the experience, it sucked. I was miserable. Wow.
Oh,
that's terrible, bro. I'm sorry to hear that.
The worst part too is I feel like the fans, they're loyal, they all seem great, but I feel like there's nothing better to do than just get blackout drunk.
Yeah,
they're gonna lose. And
I mean,
you're just gonna get mad.
Because that's really all you got. I mean, you would have to go to those games. I'm sorry. Yeah, but no, for real, I'm sorry you experienced that. And that was that was at the Browns game. DE, do you remember specifically like what year that was? I'm pretty sure if you went there now, you may have a better experience, but I'm not saying go. I'm saying probably because the team's better. But
yeah,
I mean, still, I don't blame you for not wanting to go back. To be honest with you, but it was when Alex Smith was a quarterback for the Chiefs. Wow.
Oh, damn.
Wow, that was. So we talking about like what 2014,
14, 15.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you would definitely have a better experience now. But
God, do you remember the quarterback for Cleveland at that time? Was it Manziel, or was it Whedon?
Maybe
was
Whedon
still hanging around?
I think yeah, because I think Manziel crashed out too early, so it had to be.
Manziel was what 14 or 15? It could have been Whedon because Whedon came before him.
Yeah.
You know how old Brandon Whedon is now? He's like 43 because he got drafted at 29.
What?
You drafted a 29-year-old. That's another Browns thing. A 29-year-old quarterback in the first round.
That reminds me of the vet that the Knicks drafted back in 2013, 14. I forget bro name, but bro was a vet. He was pushing 30 almost.
Did he play overseas a lot?
Yeah. Yeah, I forget his name, but I'm like, dang, that honestly reminds me of that.
The draft is made for the future, and you're just drafting, unless it's like Patrick Mahomes and you're drafting him at 29. But
so he said he's gonna double check, but he thinks it's Josh McCown.
Oh,
he said he'll double check.
There's so many.
Yeah,
there's just so many.
Dang. Okay, so you know what? I think we actually got some time to kill because that's it for sports right now. And even though we're watching did they officially announce the?
They did starters and reserves.
That was like the winning format.
Oh.
Yeah, it was down to two, like the top two vote getters, and then they had the results, and then they would boot the other one.
Got you. Okay, I'm glad y'all are watching because I'm.
Yeah, I was like back and forth, but
I'm like 30 years deep in this laptop, so I'm glad y'all watch it because I would have missed all this.
What is that?
It was all.
So actually, I think we can actually talk about it because we're good on time. We're like 40 minutes in. The rest we have to talk about really is basketball. So we're actually going to get this out the way. Ronnie, let's talk about it, Brody. I am going to try. I'm not going to give you rebuttals. I am going to try and give statements that make sense. I'm not going to come off biased. I genuinely just want let's set the table, right? Let's say we're all owners. We're all team owners. And we all from different teams. What is it specifically to you? And again, no judgment. I genuinely want to know. Like, so does it go as far as past a player's prime? Does it go to you? You think that just due to age, you're comparing age to skill as to why you don't think that certain people deserve certain amount of money? Like how?
So I look at it, and there's a couple different factors. It's definitely positional. First off, so I always look at a 25-year-old quarterback deserves a 6-year, $300 million contract.
Right.
A 25-year-old running back does not deserve a 5-year, $80 million contract. And it's all statistics based. When you see the track of how running backs have broken down,
right.
Todd Gurley realistically could have got a 5-year contract when he was 23.
The thing with Gurley, he had that degenerative.
He did. That could have been a bad example, but
no.
It's that general time frame. DeMarco Murray for some reason hit a roadblock when he hit a certain age. Peterson, to a lesser extent, he hit it around 30.
Right.
But especially with the running back market, I feel like you should not give big contracts out to them.
Damn it, because you're bringing up these running backs, and I'm thinking okay, the times that the sports was at the time more barbaric, the systems were different. I'm not trying to include that, but my brain is telling me fuck. Well,
Sean Alexander, different time, but MVP 2 years later out the league. I mean,
right.
It's really, and you could see him start breaking down that last year in Seattle, and they knew they had to get out. So, and this isn't
but he was injury prone towards the back end a little.
He was too, but that also kind of feeds into it because with a position like that, injury after injury after injury, because such a physical position. Now, when you're talking, like I said, with a quarterback, if someone at 25 got a big bag, I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Right.
Receivers, to a lesser extent, there are some that are outliers.
Right.
But I feel like receivers, you could bump that a little bit. Once you hit 31, 32, they start to drop. Julio Jones did it more recently. D-Hop's still putting up numbers, but we're kind of still, everyone's waiting for the drop because he's getting to that age. O-lineman's a different story. They're still ticking at 35, 36. There's a little less physicality on the body. You're more just in the trenches blocking, so it's a little easier to do that.
Some of those dudes do rack up a lot of injuries, though.
They do. I mean, ankles, knees, you're always on your feet.
Because, they are playing, and I think, Devin, you said this before, because I think we were talking about, way before, I think you said center is the most hardest position in football.
I think so.
I would, yeah.
So, I think by far, because they're doing, let's be honest, if it's not for a good O-line, you're not winning the game.
No.
So,
when I was a kid, I never realized that because I would be like, why did we sign an O-lineman? And then the older you get, you're like,
sign that man.
O-line because even with a trash quarterback that has a few more seconds in the pocket, you can get away with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more, for me, it's just, like I said, positional based. I think you should not lock up and tie up some of these guys that are playing positions that are just short stocked.
Right.
With O-linemen, you see a lot of guys go into their late 30s and their 40s. Andrew Whitworth played till he was 40. Joe Thomas never missed a beat. The Patriots have had O-linemen. David Andrews is getting in his mid-30s. Jason Kelsey played till God knows how long.
We got some Jason Peters.
Jason Peters, 41, 42, still trying to kick around?
We had John Runyon, Sean Andrews, William Thomas. I know I'm forgetting two, John Runyon back in the day. Yeah, I'm going way back.
Even right now with Lane Johnson, mid-30s, still high caliber, still one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
So with that position, you pay someone that's 25, 26, that's easy. But to me...
Oh, we only got two?
That's only up.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Two
I was about to say, I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm about to... I'm about to have to flip subjects here. Hold on, what? I need to see more Liberty Bells in the background.
He is.
He looks like a child, but he's getting old.
Yeah. Been
Wow.
around for a while.
I was about to say.
But
He's 21.
Yeah.
he does, yeah. He's gonna be 32, 33. Yeah.
I got that glare, so like I missed all of that. Yo, appreciate y'all if y'all still kicking around. Sorry, we're still trying to crack this debate because bro is making. Oh, you found the year? What year was it? So 2012. Wow.
Oh,
Sheesh. Yeah, right. 2012.
damn.
Wasn't that? Did they have Peyton Hillis?
Yeah, because he was on the cover of 12. Yeah, Breeze was 11. Peyton Hillis was 12. Because he started in Kansas City, I think.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And then
Wow.
they transitioned him. If he wasn't there. No, he had, in 2012 he had to have been because he was on the cover of 12, so it would have been 2011.
Wow,
Yeah.
they beat Kansas City 30-7.
No,
Was that the game? Was that the game that you went to that they beat them 30-7? That was crazy. Yeah, we definitely need to do that one hit wonder because was it David Anderson or Dave?
Derek Anderson,
Yeah, Derek Anderson. Yeah, for the
Browns.
Oh no! I'm thinking of the Cardinals running back,
David Johnson.
Yeah,
Man, that was traded for D-Hop.
yeah.
D-Hop still on. There you go again. How old was he when he got traded? 25, 26?
Well, he had, after that 1 year. I mean, he didn't. That was just a 1 year thing.
Some of these are one-hit wonders, but still, it just.
I don't. Well, Trent Richardson was the running back still. Wow. I mean, that was
an exception because he didn't even make it.
I was about to say that's a bust.
Yeah, he just was a bust.
Yeah,
he just could not play in the
That
NFL.
was and speaking of which, speaking of one bust, shout out Jamarcus Russell.
Oh,
that man got kicked off his high school football team for stealing. I think it was either 75 or 74. No, he was one of the coaches on there. I don't think he was head coach, but he was one of the coaches. But he stole $74,000 worth of donations that was supposed to go to the team.
So high school. He sucks. He's a piece of shit. So he's like batting 1,000 right now.
Batting 1,000 on the shit scale.
On the bad human being scale. He took money from the Raiders. He took money from the high school.
He said Brady Quinn and Brandon Whedon were the quarterbacks.
Oh my god. I remember watching Brady Quinn get drafted and falling down the scale because I was invested in him when I was a kid.
Miles, the door is cracked for you, bro.
Notre Dame. Yeah, I was a Gators fan, but I liked Notre Dame at the same time. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. Brady Quinn. Okay, so yeah, I definitely remember that team. Was I think nah. I almost said Jamal Lewis. My fault.
Oh, man. That would have been 08, 09?
No, because he was on Baltimore, and then he went to... No.
He was on Baltimore first. Yes. Oh wait, yeah.
Yo.
It was... The other one
was... It was Baltimore because he won, and then he went to Cleveland.
Yes. Didn't Willis McGahee do that? Didn't he go...
Yes.
But he went... He went Baltimore to Ravens, I think. Or he went Baltimore to Cleveland.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yo, what's good,
I think
bro?
that's what happened.
We didn't start the basketball subject yet, so you were lucky.
Yeah.
Never been a Steelers.
I don't know.
Oh, bro, you have never been to a Steelers game?
Oh,
is that on your bucket list? Shoot, bro, you keep being loyal, man. I'm gonna have to send you some tickets for a Steelers game, Brody. Actually, well, we gotta talk about. Oh, ever been to it? Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about some seats though. But I might have to hook you up on that. Keep pulling up to these highlighted podcast streams. I still don't know why it looks hazy, but you keep supporting us, bro. Yeah, we're gonna have to hook you up to premium 4th and 0.
Russell Wilson live and in person this year.
Oh,
He sees what I said. Oh, hey.
did he really just say that? Bro,
What
really?
video I sent you? What do you say? Unlimited diarrhea.
Jeez, yeah.
He said
no.
he didn't say that. I said I watched it 10 times to make sure it was real.
Oh my god. Okay. Jeez. Okay.
Unlimited.
My fault. We going off. You have more faith in Fields than Wilson.
Yeah, I would too if I was in that spot.
Yeah, I don't blame you honestly,
No.
but we'll definitely see. Hey, maybe with one good kick return, Fields could get a starting spot.
Oh, I don't know, I don't know if you saw that, but in the Madden trailer, half the gameplay, he did.
I think we were talking about it last week, and
he did. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about it last week.
Yeah, that's insane. I go number 2. I said, "Who's number 2?" I went, "That's Justin Fields."
Yeah,
kick returning.
Oh yeah. He said I did the disrespect. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
They heard one rumor and they ran with it.
Oh, 100%. So, all right. So, Bronny, were you finished with your point as far as?
I think so. I mean, really, the basis of it is just it's positional based. I'm not saying every 25-year-old does not deserve a 6-year contract, but running backs, unfortunately, the way the market goes, they don't.
So my thing is, so if you're not signing a running back, you're basically having the same issue that we're having right now with the running back market.
Because, and if any running back ever watches or comes on the show, I love you guys. Don't take this the wrong way. However,
I should have worn my LA hat. This man is capping out his.
No, listen. They have a shorter shelf life, and they tend to be a dime a dozen within the draft. That's just my opinion. You can pick up a running back in the 4th.
Where did Blake?
3rd, 4th round. And he was one of the best backs in the draft.
I get it. They're a dime a dozen, but at the same time, you can't not pay them.
No, but the same thing with Bijan Robinson, he gets picked top of the 1st round. It's interesting to see in 3 years, are they going to pay him money or are they going to move on and try to get some kid in the 3rd or 4th that can do even a 3rd or a 4th of what he could do?
Depending on, and then we go back to performance, because I know you were saying positional, but it's also based off of performance too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a high value young athlete, I mean, you're going to want to lock them down. Or you have someone, let me get off Philly's jock strap right now and go to a different team. Good team. I'm going to use your team. The Jags.
Okay.
You have Kirk Cousins. Captain Kirk. Christian Kirk. You have a player like him, young, 1,000-yard wide receiver. I wouldn't know that he was a 1,000-yard wide receiver because he came from Cardinals.
Yeah.
And then he went to
and they clowned the signing, and then he ended up turning into a 1,000-yard receiver. So I'm like,
but he is a man over 25.
Yeah,
he's been in the league. He's got to be
27, I think.
27. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I get it because you also said that you have to pay wide receivers, but I also think that you, at some point in time, if you want to build a team, regardless of age, you have to sign them. I totally get it because after a while, depending on the position, the body does break down.
Yeah,
especially running backs, and
they're just asked to do so much. And there's a lot of teams with bad quarterbacks. Right. It's like, oh, look at our shiny running back. And
It'll
Carolina,
28 November.
28.
Okay,
28 November.
Gotcha.
So with Carolina and CMC, they didn't have an offense in place. So it was, here, Christian, run the ball. And he started breaking down.
Right.
And they're doing that a little bit now in San Francisco. And he started getting a little, off the rails, but he's actually been staying healthy.
Right.
Was he there during the end of
Cam?
Cam?
He was. Yeah, for I think maybe a year or two. Yeah.
Yeah, they played together.
Yeah. But and the same thing, but you got to look at some of these teams that have won Super Bowls. Where have these guys been drafted? Pacheco was the featured back in Kansas City, 5th, 6th round. They drafted Edwards-Helaire in the 1st, and he stunk.
And I think they got away with it too because they had such a
they didn't have receivers to throw to. That's for sure.
I keep going back to eras because there was an era of running back by committee. Because I remember Philly did that, and I hated that because I was such an old head. And I was like, we have Brian Westbrook, Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
You have a starting running back. All the other, then you have your subs. Then they started doing a committee joint. I was like, what is this?
But teams like Super Bowl teams win with committees. The Patriots won with LeGarrette Blount and James
Right.
White rotating, and Blount was passed around the league.
Right.
So you don't.
Yo, that double entendre.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
no pun intended. Blount was passed around the league.
That double entendre.
I saw his face light up a little bit. I'm like, let's acknowledge it. Let's just acknowledge what I said.
Oh, hold on. We just can't skip past that.
We gotta focus. Hold on.
It is crazy because bro won wherever he went.
I know. He won with you guys. He won with us, and then he went to you guys and won. I think. Same thing with Chris Long.
I think another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think another time we got to do a connection between Patriots and Eagles.
Oh, it almost happened this year with Devontae Parker. He said, "Don't sweat." I spent 10 minutes giving him a whole breakdown of how much you're gonna hate him, and then he just retired.
Oh, he caught one to that. Oh, thank you.
The reactions, they were like, "Get this dude out of here."
No disrespect either. I was just like, yo, this is not a good. I mean, we could have got any other wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
and we got the old wide receiver.
What's crazy is like we make jokes and we banter with each other about Philly, and we're actually like we don't hate each other as a fan base because they would be in the chat like Patriots fans, and we would like give a whole description. They'd be like, "Oh, he's that bad?" We're like, "Yeah, sorry, we had to give him to you guys." I'm like, "Oh, look at us, we're bonded."
I think after a while, I got pissed that y'all would win, but I never.
I think it was just because that Super Bowl that we had was like so just good, like nothing, no finicky shit. Like Brady threw for 500 yards, Foles beat him. That's fine. I think that was a lot of it.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a straight up game, but overall, like I've never. I just always wanted to see y'all lose in the beginning.
Yeah,
because I just got tired of seeing y'all.
Now we felt like a change in the guard where you guys are on top, and then we're.
But after a while, I knew I would come to respect Brady, just like how I would come to respect LeBron after Miami.
Yeah.
So
him going back to Cleveland won all the points with me. I never didn't have a bad thing to say about. Which we might we can slander him in a little bit because I do have some slander for him, but yeah.
I think just going back to my point, I understand where you're coming from. I feel like at some point in time, people they have to get paid.
They do. You got to reward talent, but you know, the NFL is a business as any sport, so you don't want to tie up money in someone that's going to be a dead end.
Correct.
Like they did with Deshaun Watson, they've tied up money and they wasted draft picks on mid.
And I guess that also ties into why Howie moves the way that he does.
Yeah,
because he will bring in he will overstack the roster. I'm like, dude, like you're bringing in dudes who are like, we already got these people. Why are you bringing in more?
Yeah.
And it makes sense because you also want to have insurance plans.
Well, like even with Miles Sanders, he leaves, then he goes to Carolina, an offense that's not very potent, and he could get time, and he didn't do well
because he wanted to get paid, and we weren't going to pay him
exactly.
And then we bring in DeAndre Swift, who was a better running back.
Again, that offense worked for him, 1,000-yard season.
I still think that the offense. I think this offense now would have got him another 1,000-yard.
Season. With the way it's set up, yeah.
But I mean, things happen,
and I think in Chicago, and I don't wish anything bad on his career. I hope he does well, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Nope. I think there's just too many variables. I see him rushing for 400 or 500 yards. Might miss a few games. It's the trajectory of the running back. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to end well.
And I think it's also the trajectory of any player that goes to Chicago.
Correct. Yeah. Which I'm worried for Keenan Allen because I'm like, you were the man in San Diego, LA, but
I want to know how that conversation went.
Yeah, it's still San Diego to me.
Oh, it'll always
still San Diego to me. Damn it.
It'll always be San Diego. But I genuinely want to know how that conversation went in that room for him to just walk.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, y'all didn't want to pay him after
he's the exception because like with him being 33. I wouldn't give him a dime, but he's proven and he loves Herbert.
Yeah.
They worked well together. He was still putting up numbers. So I'd be like, can we meet in the middle at like maybe 2 with a player option?
But then back in the day, they also had old wide receivers. So I'm guessing
Jerry Rice was still catching balls at 40.
Bro, look at Fitz.
Yeah, Fitz was still doing it. Moss towards the end tailed off, but like he was still playing.
And then we got Terrell and Ocho.
that were hanging on for dear life wherever they could get
I
in.
mean,
New England, Ocho Cinco was like,
no, I mean, but Bengals Ocho and Terrell was
oh, that was still, yeah,
1,000 yards.
yeah,
Ninja, what?
yeah.
You telling me that 30-something-year-old wide receiver, and then bro went to Buffalo.
Yeah.
Bro went to Buffalo. It was still doing the thing.
It's a different time. I think, like you said, the game's changed because those receivers were. But now, would you look at a 35-year-old receiver and be like, yeah, let me give him like $10 million for 2 years? Depends who it is, but I don't think so.
When we had Julio and I was screaming at the TV to get that man off the TV.
Get him off the field.
Yeah, I was
the
like,
car's gonna break down.
Yeah. Bro had a hammy injury every other game, and I'm just like, hey yo. Interesting. Is there anything on baseball? Transformers in Spanish? That baseball. Here we go.
There we go.
I'm gonna do y'all a favor because I know bro was about to.
He was not happy with this.
Bro
decision.
could. Bro was not happy. Wow. Is this live?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. So, no, but honestly, I do get it. I think I was just looking at it from a standpoint of you pay people based off performance, but if you need key pieces, I'd say go ahead and sign them. Maybe I'm just looking at things long term versus things short term, but at the same time, positions do play a factor into it.
Yeah.
You will want to pay your defensive tackles because they're
invaluable. It's hard to find a good guy to kind of stop up the middle there. Yeah.
I'd say honestly, do not hoard money from your defense. I'd say if you have like prime dude like in their prime, like Aaron Donald, you got your corners and safeties, I'd say pay them now because
only thing I'll say with the corners and safeties, you bring up a good point. They tail off too.
Which is true.
Like
but
Gilmore was still fine last year, but like he hit 34, and it's like that's not Gilmore anymore. That's not Defensive Player of the Year, Gilmore.
But I think with corners, they have stages. So their early career, their literal prime, and then they start
Twilight.
Up.
Yeah.
Then they start switching up on the back end. So now they're more fundamental, like your Champ Baileys, your Richard Shermans.
That you can still field them because they're serviceable, but they're not the same player.
Right.
Yeah, not locked down anymore.
And Stephon Gilmore, so they get to that point, but they're still worthy.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, would I pay them that much? Probably not.
No. Yeah.
What about Jalen Ramsey? What do you think about him? Like, do you think he's starting to?
Oh yeah. Bro, been tailed off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think after the Super Bowl,
I will give him credit. I think Ramsey, Dolphins Ramsey last year after the injury, I was like, okay, there's some glimmer of hope there. But I mean, I want to see what he does this year with a full season. I don't know.
You said back and forth between nothing basketball it is. Back and forth between our conversation. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I need to get this off my chest. Oh no, don't worry. Miles is here. Oh, Miles is here. But actually, I think we'll pick up on this because we're actually this is gonna be
we got to pivot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, DE. So we got the man here. We're definitely gonna be asking this man some questions. Ronnie's boy got paid a crazy bag, 5 years for $315 million.
No.
Freaking ridiculous.
So
highest paid player in the league.
Isn't that history?
That's history, yeah. History.
Yeah, that is
history and league.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that. So honestly, I gotta go back from I wonder how far I gotta go back. Give me a minute, y'all, because I'm gonna shout out to Emmanuel quickly for finessing the hell out the Raptors with a 5-year deal. That is crazy.
Insane.
Let's see. Am I good? Please tell me I'm good. I don't want to go that far back. No? Yeah, we're good. All right, let's go. This is from the draft. All right, so OG Anunoby Yeah, he got signed to a 5 year. I think I covered that last week, and we covered the Miles Bridge. Yeah, we covered that trade last week. Yes, we did. Okay. And then the trades happening during the draft.
That was a boring draft.
Oh yeah.
That was dull. Absolutely ridiculous.
D said Miles Lapuki drafted Lamini. How do you feel about your Lakers? Will it affect Kobe's grade?
Dude, Kobe, Jerry West, and Jerry and
Bus.
Jerry Buss
Yeah.
are like rolling in their grave right now, dude. Bro, you saw the thing, bro. They were like Jerry West would rather die than watch the Celtics win another championship.
He did.
And he did. Like he died before the Celtics won. So in his mind, they were still tied right now.
Yeah.
We can say that on there.
I think so. I think we're good. I'm pretty sure.
Hey y'all, please don't shout out my boy.
No. I was making. I'm not even worried about shadow ban. I was just like, yo, we can. Hold on. That low key sound like something I would have said, but I'm like, hold on, can we say that? I don't know.
I'm just a guest, y'all. Please don't ban my boy. Yo. I'm not on regularly. I'm just a guest.
We got clearance for that? Oh shoot! Oh man! All right. Well then, so Kawhi Leonard, Halliburton, and Embiid will be expected. They will be showing up for camp. The USA basketball team, they will be showing up for camp because them ninjas were injured.
Luka's still playing like he's injured too.
That man gonna be injured till next season. I don't think YouTube cares, to be honest. So honestly, they don't. But I see a lot of stuff fly. But you know how YouTube is, so I just don't want to take that.
That's fair.
Let's see. The Wolves Pistons swap pick. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Still picks. Okay, so this is one trade that I was actually upset about. The Raptors trade McDaniels, who used to play for the Kings. He is now playing for the Raptors. I'm actually a little upset about that because that man was a glue guy.
I don't know why I don't know why the Raptors want him. I know they're kind of just building whatever's there. But
I don't know why you would trade him.
No, you didn't need to.
Yeah. This is actually This is actually interesting. I did not see this. The Nuggets actually traded Reggie Jackson to the Hornets.
Oh, I did not see that.
And they reportedly exchanged 3 unprotected second-round draft picks out for Reggie Jackson. I'm not saying that brother bad, but 3 unprotected second-round
picks are just like pennies on the floor. Honestly, I think at this point, you use them on Bronny, so.
Well, he was actually the next one. So, as we all know, that man was selected number 55 overall by the Los Angeles Lakers. With that being said, Bronny and LeBron make father-son history with the first active fathers still playing in the league. We will actually sit down and talk about that overall. I'm just going through all the news real quick. Emmanuel Quickly and the Raptors agreed to a 5-year deal, which is a finesse job.
That's crazy. So. Put up 11 or 12 points per game last year.
That is absolutely.
I was gonna say the headline is like, this is like they picked up or they re-signed one of their best like complimentary pieces. I'm like, those numbers don't show complimentary because he wasn't good in New York you started in Denver or New York?
New York.
He did okay.
I think you're thinking of Bones Holland.
Oh, Emmanuel Mudiay. I'm thinking of Mudiay. That was Denver. But yeah.
Denver to New York.
Obscure players. Here we go. But yeah, but he was not worthy of that contract.
DE, good point because we were actually talking about that too. He said, "Let's talk about the finesse of Klay Thompson going to Dallas, end of era. Miles, how do you feel about Lapuki's max deal while Klay goes to Dallas?" Bro, asking a real question.
Bro, listen, you Stick around, D, because you already know
I was
I'm
gonna
about
get
to
into
go.
it.
I'm about to go in on that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about to be.
Bro about to sound like one of the Looney Tunes characters that be yelling.
Yeah,
bro
like
about to-
like it's about to be Stephen A. up in
Oh.
here, like with a mix of like Shannon Sharp and like Skip Bayless, and it's about to be
combo.
First Take and Undisputed and all of them right now,
bro just say he about to go full Mad Dog.
bro. Like yeah.
Bro said he bumped all that.
Yeah,
full Mad Dog.
yeah.
Continuing as we were talking about the Mavs traded Tim Hardaway to the Pistons.
That's crazy.
They got 3 future.
R.I.P.
I know.
What he said.
He bricked in game 3, and they said, it doesn't work for
got
me.
the team for you and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not coming back to Dallas. They got 3 future second round picks to Detroit for Quentin Grimes, getting traded for Quentin Grimes.
Yeah. Quentin Grimes happy. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah.
not happy.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Well, he played for Michigan, so he's going back. So
Oh,
hey, you caught me. You caught me. Let's see. NBA 2K25 Summer League announced. So 30 teams will run from July 12th to 22nd, with all 76 games airing live on ESPN platforms or NBA TV. I will still tune in because that is one thing that I do enjoy is the
Summer League's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Summer League's pretty entertaining.
I think it peaked back then.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold you. Let's see. So they announced the format. I'll look at that later, honestly, or they'll explain it on the TV when I'm watching the first game. Let's see. Reacting to the first round picks. DeJounte Murray was traded to the New Orleans Pelicans for Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance Jr., and a pair of first round picks.
that's a crazy trade too. I mean, the Hawks lost.
I-
Have to.
I think so. I don't know. That was
I don't know what their I mean, that seems like a very small
he
get
was
for
supposed
someone
to
like
be
Murray.
going to the Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
yeah,
Rob Pelinka is asleep at the wheel.
Like needs to get fired.
yeah.
Yeah, he's missing out on
Sick of
everyone.
him.
DE, you were also. I was also going to get to that as well. The Pistons did sign JB Bickerstaff, old Cavs coach, and you said you will tune in for mid 2K25 news. Let's see. LeBron is not opting into his player option with the Lakers and will instead sign a new contract with the team, which was 2-year, I think, $104 million. I hope y'all heard that. The Bulls to re-sign Patrick Williams to a 5-year, $90 million contract.
That's an overpay, but the Bulls have made some nice moves this offseason. I'll give them that.
Let's see. So Chris Paul was waived by the Warriors and he signed with the Spurs.
Yeah.
So that will help Wendy's.
The rainbow. He now has the rainbow jersey effect like Shaq.
Yeah.
Been everywhere.
No ring will be had, but you know what? He's
I think
if he wants to do it, he can do it.
I think Rose is racking up retirement at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially.
Speaking about that other LA team, Clippers Harden signed a 2-year $70 mil contract.
That's
So-
surprising.
So that boy, I mean, where else would he go? Ain't nobody else.
I don't think
sign
the
him.
I don't think the Clippers fans are happy. I think they want to blow that thing up because what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Bro probably got offered pennies to the dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, DE is trying to console you. He said, Miles, it's okay. Lapuki gonna buy the Celtics, make them lose more.
Oh, it's all part of the plan. That's why I got a big
That
contract.
could be. I hope so, D.
Yeah.
I hope so. I was hoping the Celtics were going to draft Bronny.
And
Oh, that would have been.
and,
Oh my god.
and DE also said, thick Harden. I'm saying this man, 34 years old, tough. I mean, getting there. All right. So your Magic signed KCP to a
It's like a 2-year.
yeah. Actually, how does Darian feel? Is he at
About
KCP?
that wasn't. I think, dude, for Orlando, like that wasn't a bad signing.
Y'all gonna utilize him? I feel like he about to be Terrence Ross 2.0.
Oh,
I think KCP he's coming more for like his defensive. I mean, he'll be like that veteran presence because Orlando doesn't really have that.
No, they're just lost. I
They're
mean, they're not
just-
lost, but they're just so young and
they're just so
inexperienced.
young.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a somewhat good place for Paul George to go, but him and Paolo Banchero play the same
Hell
position.
no.
Number
Yeah,
one. So somebody probably would have had to move to the 2 or the 3. But
Paul George would have messed up y'all freaking rotation.
They would have been.
yeah. Well, they
yeah.
needed. I think Orlando needs like a center, or they needed like a point guard. So I mean,
I think Klay would have served them well too. I think I could have seen him either coming off the bench for the right price, considering what Dallas gave up for him. I don't think the Magic could have been far off. A couple second round picks.
Yeah,
for sure.
We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
DE said KCP gonna get that Mickey Mouse ring, and Paul George is not winning anything anytime soon.
Of course not.
No.
Not even close.
Speaking about winning, shout out to Kay Cunningham getting that extended bag.
Sorry, Cade. Well, not sorry. I mean, he's rich, but
yeah,
he's
that
stuck.
man,
Yeah.
that man got an extended.
I feel bad, but I don't. I don't know.
Purgatory.
Yeah. Jonas Valanciunas agrees to a 3-year deal, and
Yeah, I'm not sure. It doesn't. I'm not sure.
I think this free agency.
Somebody else who the Lakers, they were talking about,
Ooh.
LeBron would have took a cut for, and we didn't get him.
Yeah, I think this offseason's cooked. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, the offseason's done.
speaking of more Pistons news, Tobias Harris went back to the Pistons for a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Made no sense.
No,
But whatever.
he's just lingers around and gets money. And
Yeah.
just as mid, just great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Derek White agrees to a 4-year extension. Reportedly agreed to a deal worth more than 125 mil.
Needed to keep him.
Let's see. Klay Thompson agrees to a sign-in trade. It was a part of a sign-and-trade deal that involves the Hornets. I'm just reading the report. Actually, DE, let's talk about that real quick because I know you brought that up. So I read something while I was working today that apparently the Golden State Warriors have been doing Klay dirty for a couple of years now. They were not willing to offer him the kind of contract that they gave Draymond. Because Draymond, I think he got like over 100 mil.
Yeah.
And for the past 2 or 3 seasons, they were only offering Klay like 25 to 30 mil. So
What has he done to earn it? He's kind of progressively fallen off, but I get it.
There was also something that I wanted to post in the chat, but I'm just going to summarize it. So ever since Mike Dunleavy Jr. has been in that office,
3-point connoisseur.
that man has given away top tier pieces for that team and gotten
0
back. Jordan Poole, what did they get back? They let Klay walk. Who was it before they let Klay walk? There was somebody else.
KD, but I think they got a good return for KD.
Nah,
Wiseman.
that was before it. That was when
Wiseman. Yeah, Wiseman took off.
Wiseman?
Kuminga's still there, right?
Kuminga's still there.
Kuminga's
So
still
Wiseman.
there, yeah.
So because Bob Myers was still there when KD was there.
Okay.
I forget. There was one more person, and I saw a photo for it. But essentially, he let all these people walk for
Nothing.
air.
Yeah.
Got nothing in return. I'm thinking that this may be a switch that the Warriors need.
Yeah.
And before we go deeper into that topic, DE says Tobias Harris, the Pistons of all teams, not even the Hornets, you know.
Or the Wizards to join
Right.
Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, they got some, and it's crazy because they low-key getting some pieces over there, which is weird. But it's like, honestly, like the Pistons of all places. I mean, you could have went anywhere else. And he also said, let's see how Steph does without Klay, see if he can carry. I honestly think that this team will struggle like it did this past season.
I think so. I think it's over. I think the rebuild's the only option.
Yeah.
Or let Steph ride it out because he's not going anywhere.
You're going to have to, but still, I mean, you got virtually nothing back in return. You didn't even build a supporting cast around the team last season. So I'm not really sure what you're going to do this season.
No.
Oh, no.
to be honest. But going back to the Klay topic, how y'all feel? Y'all think this was a so-so trade, good trade?
LeBron also said he was going to take a pay cut for Klay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
and then he said, "Oh no, Klay,
yeah.
tell them to bring me my money."
Apparently, he called Klay like right as free agency started, and
Just
whatever. Just depressing right now.
It's crazy.
Everything's just depressing. But I mean, I think with Klay, man, that was you kind of expected it, like something was coming. I mean, it just didn't seem like. I feel like after they won that championship in 2022,
20,
Yeah, it was
Lakers
22,
were 20.
yeah.
The Bucks.
They beat the Celtics in 22, and then 23 was Denver, then Celtics in 24.
Denver and Celtics in 24. Yeah, I just felt like that was kind of like their peak. Like, that was kind of like that last little hoorah championship.
It really was last dance, yeah.
Yeah, and then I feel like yeah, it really was like. But I mean, I feel like this also all goes back to like that whole Draymond punch thing, man. Like it seemed like after he punched Jordan Poole, like that team just hasn't been like the same.
No,
like I feel like they probably just should have like traded Draymond or got rid of like Draymond or something like that. Dre, if you ever listen to this, I mean, hey man, I respect you, but hey, dog, like I think you needed a new start. I think they needed a new start, but Klay, man, like after that playing game, like 0-10, like that man put up a dud.
That's when they like needed you the most, you vanished. Yeah.
Oh, DE says that he has a question for
you. Yes.
What is it?
Yes.
What is the question?
We gonna get to Bronny, dog. Trust me, bro. Like like that crap pissed me off. Dog. Like we gonna get to him, bro. Trust me.
Oh,
in the Mavericks sphere, there's still not a lot of defense. They had problems with the Celtics on the defensive side, and you got a pure shooter.
Like I feel like y'all got like a little bit better, but I mean like I feel like that Klay that like like when that man went like 8 for 10 from the 3-point line, like that Klay's gone.
Yeah,
like, he's done. Yeah.
He said, "Will your fit today affect Lapuki's legacy?"
How will this affect Lapuki's legacy?
Probably, man. Who knows at this point? Like,
bro had me reeling low key. I was like, hold on, what is bro about to say? Because I was low key like, what is he about?
I was gonna wear the Captain America shirt with it being 4th of July, but I'm gonna rep it tomorrow, so I kind of had to have a little bit of a Spider-Man red, white, and blue thing. But yeah, man. I think Klay I just don't with the whole Denver deal. I think he just wanted to get out. Denver was like the best option, but I don't know.
Well, because I know he was also talking about like state taxes in Dallas. So it seems like he was playing his cards correctly. But I do like the fact that he went to Dallas because, as you can see, that Dallas struggled in the finals. And as you said before, he's not going to be the same Klay that was putting up that many numbers on the floor, but still having that veteran presence and also helping Luka as well and Kyrie. I think that will they get back to the finals? No, but I think this will be a better Dallas team and finally getting the pieces that they needed because this team has been long overdue for getting different pieces to this team.
So then, does that mean Klay goes to the 3? He
comes off the bench.
You think so? So you still have Kyrie and Luka?
Yeah, you just come off the bench. I'm not starting him. I mean, because Golden State didn't start him, but I don't think that he's the same perimeter defender anymore.
Yeah, no, not even close.
So honestly, I think, bro, he's asking you, Miles, will your hairline affect Lapuki's hairline legacy as well?
Hey man, chill, dog. Like, hey man, the hairline. Hey, bro, my hairline's still good, man. As far as LeBron, LeBron get them implants, bro. He's a billionaire, bro. Like, I don't know what to,
Bro,
billionaire.
LeBron, he's a billionaire.
Oh, we'll talk about that too because Bronny made a reference and it's out in the open now. I'll key in later when we talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah. So Klay is not the same player. I do not see him coming on. I don't see him starting. But if there are certain games where he will, then okay, so be it. I just don't think that. I think that how the starting five works for Dallas
it's good right
now.
Yeah.
But adding Klay to the bench does give them another option because let's be honest, who is scoring off of that bench?
Nobody.
So at least with Klay, it does free up the offense a little bit, and it does help create plays for that second unit.
Right.
So, but I think overall, I did want to see him go to Denver. And speaking of Denver, apparently Jokic wanted Russ to go to Denver because I know that he opted in to re-sign with the Clips.
And they said
the Flippers.
Yeah, but then they're also going. Apparently, they're going to flip that.
Yeah, I think they're going to trade him. I mean, I think the Clippers they're done.
Yeah,
dude, they're essentially done. Like, I don't know why they gave Kawhi that deal. And I mean, them trading for like you didn't get better. Like if anything, y'all got worse because you lost Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So and then Russ re-signing. I mean, I think Russ opted in because he knows his market's limited right now.
Yeah, he was going to get a vet minimum.
He was going to get the vet minimum, and I think with Harden, I think with him what that and that actually surprised me because. The way that James, and I talked with you about this, the way that James talked bad about Philly, I would have thought he passed that along to Paul George. So that makes me think that, like, okay, like, was he just like, or did like Paul George he just want to get out of LA? He just wanted to be done with the Clippers.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
DE said Lamini went to the University of Spoiled Children, proceeds to get drafted by Lapuki. Need I say more? Well, yeah, we'll definitely talk about it because at first I was but now I had some time to actually understand it. I see the good and the bad, but yeah, good point.
Great for business.
Yeah, it's great for business, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
With the Russ sign and trade, I think it was a bad trade when they got all those vets and they lost their bench. And now that we talk about it, I literally remember the Clippers only having Russ in that playoff series because Harden, Kawhi, and PG were injured, and PG was like the last one that was injured. So Russ was thugging it by himself, and yeah. So, well, that's the Clippers for you, but it will be interesting to see what pieces they get back for Russ. They may not get much, so they might have to put in a little bit of capital, but we'll see.
They just have nothing to give. Like everything's done.
They got rid of everything.
Yeah, they literally got rid of everything. Like if you look at that, and I was reading an article. Like if you look at that trade that the OKC and the Clippers did, like OKC won that trade.
Oh yeah, easily.
Like OKC legit have won that trade. Like they're young pieces, the number 1 seed in the West. Like they killed it. And
all right, DE is making his rounds right now. He said, "Now, Devin, will your fit affect Tatum's legacy? Anything is possible." Wink.
I hope so.
Cut it out.
I'm gonna share.
I think,
bro, this man's on a roll right now. DE, you on a roll, bro.
I think I'm the only one left.
Don't say that, bro. 'Cause he don't do that.
I know he was. I know he was.
He did throw an Eagles jab in
everybody,
earlier.
bro.
No, I think he already made a jab at you.
He made a jab at me already. We started off hot with that, but to you, I think he made an Eagles jab, didn't he?
I think just in general.
No, he's talking about big.
Oh, he's talking about
yeah.
Oh no, you still left it. Yeah, we got one left.
Oh yeah, he about to say something.
Cook it up.
Yeah, he covered.
I'm at the end of this pod. Bronny about to cook me in my crib. You crazy
on the 4th and 0 couch. Oh,
that is insane. But so before we get to the main event, just also want to clear up Ronnie's boy Tatum got that 5-year, $315 million extension. Donovan Mitchell agreed to a 3-year extension worth $150 million. And lastly, LeBron agreed to that 2-year deal to keep him in LA. Tyrese Maxey agreed to a 5-year deal, $204 million. Hartenstein?
Isaiah,
Yeah, he agreed to a 3-year deal, and Paul George was signed to a max contract in Philly. And that is all for the updates. Everybody got paid this offseason. And now...
dun 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 dun. Yeah. This is the main event of the evening.
I'll take that.
Hold on. So, will my fit affect Swoop's legacy? I'm unsure. I'm blocking you. I'm playing. I'm playing. Nah, I'm playing. All right, DE. We're getting into the best part of the show, and this honestly would probably take us well into after ending the show. We're going to get into the elephant in the room. Now, DE, please tell me how you feel. Is this a positive? Is this a negative? What's the future of Bronny James getting picked? I'm honestly going to pass this off to Miles to open the subject, and then we'll all talk about it. The only thing I do want to bring up with Bronny James getting drafted is that I did see a report that he will spend most of the season in the LA G League.
Yeah, right.
That dude is not touching the G League. No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't.
But the contract I signed him to was like a main level, like
I just
not
saw
a 2-way deal.
I before y'all cook me. I'm just a person. I just saw a report. I'm here to report it.
Oh,
the validity. Look,
the report is lying.
It had the alarm emoji.
Well, no,
so
you know what? It may not.
Whenever you got the alarm emoji next to a sports report, that junk TMZ that joint. I'm trying to. Yeah. Hold up, bro. Said will Bronny James' legacy be affected for having too big of a heart? That's how I feel about it. Is this a COVID reference?
Oh shit! Is this about him having a heart problem? Oh, this is not good.
That's
good.
why
I'm not going to mention it.
I'm going to pass. So I'm going to open the floor with our resident LA Lakers fan. We're definitely going to. How you? You gotta sit up for this.
Yep.
Jesus.
All right, y'all. That's how I feel about this.
I mean, you can keep it a buck, but just
no, I'm gonna keep it. So when we last left off on the pod, ladies and gentlemen, the draft was happening, and my boys over here, they tried to stick around for the LA pick, but it just wasn't happening.
No.
So I think the Lakers got pretty much of a steal with Dalton Connect. Pretty solid player out of Tennessee. He a good 3-point specialist is what we needed. A good 3-4 wing, everything like that. And
hold up real quick. DE, I saw your comment. I will get to it after Miles is done.
They picked Dalton
and
Yes.
They picked
Yeah, they
Dalton
took him.
Knecht.
They're not talking about that.
I know.
We're
Yeah.
talking about Bronny?
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because he
So-
loved connecting. I was like,
So
yeah.
then, So then, you get to the second night of the draft. You talk about, like, because my cousin was the one who told me about it because I refused to watch it. This man Bronny averaged 4.8 points per game at USC. I think he averaged like 2 assists.
Yeah.
They
Maybe a
used
board.
a 55th round pick where people were like, oh man, they could have got, that was a good pick. They didn't waste anything. The Lakers did not get better. They did that strictly for LeBron. LeBron, if you ever watch this podcast, you have destroyed the Los Angeles Lakers. Bronny, for what reason? And I'll tell y'all this. The man should have never been drafted. The man should have went back to college. Why you wasted a draft pick? And then to go to your point, talking about he's going to spend, half the league in the summer league. I give him till All-Star break, and Bronny's going to break the starting lineup.
Oh!
You heard it here first, Pod. By the time All-Star break comes around, because me and you talked about this, and by the time that the trade deadline is over, Bronny will be in the Lakers, will be for sure on the bench for the Lakers, and will have broke the starting lineup.
Ooh.
Will D'Angelo Russell get benched? Will it be crap. Wow, why am I blanking? Is it Austin
Hachimura?
Reeves?
Oh, yeah.
Austin
Hachimura's-
Reeves. It may be. You never know. But they did that purely off of a business decision. Purely off of business. They wanted to appease LeBron. They wanted to make sure LeBron retired as a Laker. They wanted to make sure that they gave LeBron whatever they wanted just for that. That's why LeBron wanted to take a pay cut just so they could have his son in there. And then I'll leave you another one. You do realize that in 2 years, so it has the player option for the second year, but he signed a 2-year, $104 million contract. You know who's going to be out of the league? You know who's going to be eligible for the league in 2 years?
Bryce. Yeah. Bryce, Bronny, LeBron.
You know how many Bronny jerseys there are going to be in Staples Center right now?
Oh.
You know how big everybody's been talking about, you left a legacy for your son. This is huge. This is going to be big. Strictly business.
Mm-hmm.
Jeannie, you are a coward. Rob, you need to get fired. You know nothing about basketball. You did this to appease one player who will be 40 the day before New Year's Eve. You're not going to be catching up to the Celtics anytime soon. We're not going to be able to beat the Denver Nuggets. We will not be able to beat the Sacramento Kings. We did nothing to improve this roster except appease a 40-year-old about to be on his way out of the league player who can still average 26, 27 points a game. Don't get me wrong, but is literally one ankle twist away from it being shut down and done. It is disgusting. It is dumb. I don't know why they signed this man to this 4-year, $7.4 million contract that made no sense whatsoever. You were talking more about a 55th round draft pick than literally.
Okay. Oh my god!
I felt it though. It's true. It's true.
I have nothing else to say. No, I have plenty more to say.
I know. I just because you was gonna take it.
I hate this team, man. I hate this team with all my heart.
I knew you was gonna take it.
100% Magic fan from here on out.
Oh my god!
Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic.
Oh shoot!
Stop playing the song.
Oh my,
y'all are trash. I can't stand it anymore, man.
Oh,
That's our outro song. Just Orlando Magic.
Go ahead, man. Y'all take the mic, man. What y'all think about it? It was dumb behind.
So let me get the DE's comments because I knew you was about to take it there. I'm sorry I had to Kanye you, but you was getting up there in octave, and I was like, all right, I gotta get in there.
No,
I had. Yeah. Sorry, Brody. I had to CM Punk you and cut your mic, bro. Oh shoot.
Holy shit.
So before we continue, DE said at first he said it's okay. Lapuki will fix Bronny Hart by feeding him. And then, as to your point, you said
GM.
LeBron destroyed the Lakers. He said, "Nah, the Lakers destroyed the Lakers." He said, "Been terrible ever since Kobe averaged 40 misses a game." I think that's a reference. That's crazy. Didn't have all that all-star help no more. And he said, "Wait, they signed Bronny to 4 years, and that much? I didn't even realize that."
7.9.
Yeah.
Which is like a first round contract, I think.
Yeah.
In the defense of LeBron, just slightly, the Lakers have been off track for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, this was to appease LeBron. It is 100% true. It was a nonsensical basketball move. Statistically, it didn't make sense. But
I'm gonna keep the mic for a little bit. I'm gonna let you
breathe. I'm not gonna say anything in this that's gonna stir you up.
I'm gonna keep the mic for now. But if you give me like I give you like 10 minutes, I'll let you hold the mic because I know you about to because you was getting close to that bridge. I had to stop you.
Those bums, dude.
Oh man.
I think this could have been all rectified by getting Klay Thompson or by getting DeJounte Murray. I feel like this
100%.
there would have been a little bit of a cushion because you're like, okay, you got a legit NBA piece. They did draft this kid, but you're still good. Mm-hmm. They didn't do anything besides draft
not at all
his son in the second round. Dalton Connect's a good player.
Yeah.
But
I wonder who's their new scapegoat.
That's crazy. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
No,
it was popping off for like a couple hours after he got drafted. Yeah. After that, one of the best top 10 players in the draft. He fell to the Lakers. Mm-hmm. Great pick.
Tell me who the number one draft pick is right now. I can't even tell you his name.
The French fella, Zachariah.
Somebody from French, but they're talking about a dude who averaged 4.8 points per game.
Yeah.
No.
No. He's cooking right now.
Yeah.
No, he's cooking because we was legit. I was like, and you said it in the chat. Nobody scored over 15 points. I'm like, what is this?
It's crazy. We did bring this up in the 4th and 0 group chat. In Bronny's defense, nepotism runs sports. Thanasis has had a job for 5 or 6 years, and he does not deserve one.
Mm-hmm.
He's won a championship, and he is no better than a G League player.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just another example of it. This is more high profile because it's LeBron and LeBron's kid. But this happens all the time. Jerry Jones' whole front office is all of his kids. I said vice president's his son, director of media personnel is his daughter, other son runs some concession stand thing. I mean, it's all.
That's the problem is that Jerry owns the team.
Jerry owns the team. That's why I said.
Could do that.
Those are all like office jobs.
Not like NBA player. We're gonna get to the starting lineup.
Quarterback of the Cowboys.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
DE said, "You want to know?" Before that, he said, "Lamini got that money for all them Twitch streams," and then he also said, "Hold up," because he actually said something like, "I mean, it's very true and it's very sad." You want to know what's sad? Nobody cared about the entire draft except when Lamini went. Yes, basketball marketing.
Yeah.
As to your guys' point.
Yeah. Now, this draft was obviously considered a down year for the draft. A lot of overseas players, a lot of players we didn't know about. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Zach Edey obviously had a lot of press in the Final Four, and then they didn't really talk about him.
I mean, he went to. I mean, I think
Memphis.
It's because of
the
team he got drafted
he
to.
raised and Connect fell.
Yeah.
Because Connect, they were talking about was going to go to the Lakers. I mean, Edey was still talking about going to the Lakers, who I wouldn't have been mad about.
Y'all needed another big.
Big. I mean, how it'll translate, I don't know, but.
I think more of this anger, and I'm not going to tell you how to feel because I know where it's coming from. but I think it needs to be directed more towards Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss because
I'm
you
not-
faltered on
100%.
getting complementary pieces when you could have had Bronny in the G League if they're going to do that. And then you would have had your DeJounte Murray or your Klay Thompson. You got Dalton Connect for a great value. So now you're looking at as a top team in the West, but you didn't do that. You know,
Rob Pelinka needs to be fired.
Yeah.
The only reason they are not firing him is because of his relationship with Kobe.
Yeah.
He was Kobe's, I think, old agent.
yeah. So they went way back.
Related to him.
Yeah,
That's the only reason why. They literally, Magic Johnson, when he was the president of basketball operations, he left. And when they were talking about was there any type of disconnect, there was a disconnect between him and Pelinka. Like now, were both of them making probably stupid decisions? Yeah, the only thing that Magic really did was get LeBron out of free agency. He only came to the Lakers because of Magic.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way like right now. But Pelinka literally has zero basketball knowledge at all. Zero.
and I know. And the thing is too with, so like I said, you can blame LeBron, but you can also blame Pelinka more because you had a decent young core. You could say. I mean, when Kuzma was there, Ball was there, Russell was there before he started getting mid, and then you traded it all because LeBron really wasn't vibing with him. You talked about that, how he kind of just shut them out. Like, oh, I don't care about these young dudes. Let me give me AD.
I think, and before I go into that, DE said LA has all that money, and that's the product of Bron, sort of sad or kind of sad.
Yeah.
I honestly, after that I'm sorry, but that really pissed me off because
All the young guns getting shipped out. Yeah.
and that's I read the comments too whenever it pertains to LeBron, and I just feel like not even feel. There's always this. I feel like a lot of people are blinded. I get it. They'll always go to he's the GOAT, he's the leading league
Points.
and
Yeah.
points and stuff like that. But no one's really talking about just the bad stuff that he brings to the team. And I've talked about it more times than I can remember on the podcast. But it goes back to this. No matter what's been done for LeBron has cleaned every team out that he's played for. Cleveland, Miami when he wanted Spo gone. I lost a lot of respect
that's
for
crazy.
him when he wanted Spo gone. I'm like, bro won a chip before you got here.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to get
He
him
won one
out?
before, and he's been to 2 finals without LeBron.
Right.
One of the best coaches of all time, and you want him gone. Yeah.
And then DE said at least D'Lo came back, but then look how they treat him. They don't
Yeah.
they don't really want him there, but they gave away too many people to because they brought back Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
Let him go. Brought him back. Dwight was like, yo, what the heck? I can still play. Nope. But then they trade for somebody else, and then they let him go the next season.
And they kind of pieced together that championship team. Rondo still had a little bit of gas left, but he was, at the end. Howard was there. I mean, they were, they were just throwing people together, and there was no future built.
Yeah.
They didn't keep the young core that could have developed along with LeBron because he didn't want him there.
Like, and this is what really pisses me off when we have bronzexuals who come out and defend this man. I'm like, your biggest fan is the reason why he has not won since 2020.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that before LeBron got hurt, which was the Christmas Day game, the Lakers were like they ended up blowing out the Warriors, who were actually the 2-time defending NBA champions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers were like the 4th seed during that time, right before LeBron got hurt. If LeBron doesn't get injure his groin, and is out essentially until like March, the Lakers probably could have fought for like the 4th or 5th seed because those boys were gelling. Everything was actually going like pretty good. And then when he got hurt, Rondo ended up getting hurt. I think Lonzo got hurt. Ingram got hurt. Like everybody just started getting hurt. And that was the end of the season. Essentially, like after that, there was no like coming back.
You also said Jordan sexuals and Kobe sexuals too. Don't forget about them. I feel like at least with them, I mean, there's really a tier list when it comes to these people caping for the goats. I feel like at least like I get it when they'll talk about like stuff with Kobe and Jordan, but I'm like, dude, I feel like y'all they genuinely cape for LeBron, and it's all emotion based. Once
Yeah.
you start throwing out stats, they start crying and folding, and they want to fist fight you. I'm like, I'm just telling you facts. Your man sucked. Why is it when he was needed in the finals, bro, dipped? You're the best player on the team, and you don't shoot the ball.
One of the biggest issues that I had with LeBron was this past season. The only game we actually won against the Nuggets, I'll never forget it. They didn't.
Yeah.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Why
you gotta bring that up?
Because you've been
why you
ducking
gotta
me
bring
for
that up,
2K.
dog?
You've been ducking me
I'm
for
just saying,
2K
why you
for
gotta
over
bring
a
that
decade.
up, dog?
Over a decade.
Why you gotta bring that
Over a
up, bro?
decade.
That
Go
thing
ahead, though.
was horrible.
That
It was horrible.
Yo, that shot was
It was
cold.
horrible. I wish they would have never won that playing game.
That shot was
Never.
that Jamal
I didn't
Murray.
even watch it. I
Cal.
finally ended up
Cal.
watching it like
Thank
later
you.
on.
Thank you.
I ended up watching it later on, but I
Thank
did not
you.
watch it live.
That joint.
Refused.
I mean,
But
you saw that
But the
last
game that we saw, see this guy right here.
That joint-
That
I'm sorry, that was
guy
a cold
right there.
You got excited. That was
That
cold.
right
second.
there. And like, but anyway, the fact that LeBron.
Bro, not coming back.
This is my last day on the pod, ladies and gentlemen.
Bro, about to go sub after the game.
He's gonna get in the chat every time.
Yeah,
You guys suck. You guys suck. You know he's gonna say you suck.
Facts.
Go watch Stephen A. Smith's podcast.
Oh, hell.
He just started asking some out of pocket questions and be like, "Oh, we don't know."
That's really
That's crazy.
He might not come back on the pod. You gonna tell them to go to Stephen A? What? Not even Shay?
Not even Shay. Like,
Not
no,
even
just go.
Stephen
Exactly.
A?
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm gone.
No, it's really his last day on here, bro.
But when LeBron like threw a fit that Darvin Ham and them did not do a challenge, did not challenge a possession of the ball. Legit, he was throwing a fit. The Nuggets inbounded the ball and literally like right past them, and they laid it in. And I'm just watching this, and I'm just like, this is LeBron like just pouting instead of getting back on the play and like stopping and like just stopping the Nuggets. Like it just is the epitome of like what this is. I'm like, I don't care like with it like Kobe or anything. Did they complain? Of course they did, but they weren't gonna let like a play just slide by like
Because
how it
of that,
did
yeah.
like with LeBron. Like there was a time right before it was right before the Lakers got AD. And D, you may have seen this, and y'all may have literally seen this. Like LeBron they were out on the wing, they were playing defense, and LeBron was just like standing there. Kuzma literally had to push him forward to play defense because he was just standing there. And I'm just like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Like this what we're doing right now?
There's a whole compilation of like LeBron quitting, like
Just quitting.
like
Just
walking
quitting.
out, like even if it's a blowout. I think it was like I want to say it was like 7 or 5 minutes left. He just walked into the
Game 4 last year against the Nuggets when we literally were like, yeah, it was like, yo, we're about to get swept. The man put up 30 points in the first half, or 31 points. In the second half, he put up 2.
Yeah.
That man was tired. That man was tired. A cool 31, and you put up 2 in the second. You tired as heck.
Like,
It was like Luka in the finals.
like,
Thank you.
Yeah. Exhausted. Can't play defense because he's doing the whole job.
like, but it was
Game
just
4?
like, bro, like you,
Was
that's what it is.
Elimination game.
Elimination game.
Oh yeah, he tired.
Elimination game.
Well,
It was just like you
Cancun was
quit
calling.
at that point.
You tired.
You were done.
You gassed.
You
31?
done.
That could have been a 60 ball.
But you're talking about from a fan base where a dude was playing with a broken index
I mean,
and a broken wrist.
I mean, Kobe was banged up. Bro just popped that junk back into place.
And he
Played
was
with
ready to
some
go
rap,
again.
Yeah.
Had a ankle brace and whatnot.
And he was ready to go
And
again.
then bro was still yamming. I think my ult actually.
So are we about to get this with Bronny? Game get out of line. Bronny's just gonna quit.
He's already lying. He said, "I didn't think I was ever going to play with my dad."
I called this junk. I called it.
He sounds like LeBron. Yeah, I read that book. Yeah, My favorite quote is
We're gonna get 20 more years of that.
JJ Redick is the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, the man who has no head coaching experience. We had a college coach turn us down.
Your man said that Bronny deserved that spot.
Who?
JJ Redick said that Bronny deserved the spot, or he earned that spot.
I love JJ Redick. You cannot ask him for anything relating to LeBron. There's a bias, and that's another problem.
DE says Lapuki, Jor Pookie, Mamba Pookie Bear is where do I begin?
Jor Pookie. That sounds awful.
I mean, this man provides the laugh, so I appreciate it. I don't even think I said my piece.
I think you did.
I think I did. I did in our group chat, but so honestly, I'll be brief because I'm still on the fence about it. At first, I was skeptical because I understood why they were doing it. I didn't think it was a genuine pick. I mean, but I also get it. You would really want. I guess it would be better to be mentored by your dad in the league because to help you on the right path and for you to understand like how the game is played. And so he doesn't end up like Mikey Williams and John Morant, I guess. But as I think you guys really said it for me. I think that's why I'm struggling. Yeah. Genuinely, how do I feel overall? I think it was I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I think it was a bad pick. It was more for publicity. Business.
Yeah. Ticket sales, jersey sales.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah.
History has been made. Family moment. I get all the kumbaya, all that stuff. But in the grand scheme of things.
You didn't get better.
No. This was not a pick that needed to be made. This did not address the team's needs. It only shows how selfish these people are. And they are willing to tank a team for one goal. I see everybody talking in these chats like, "Oh, you're hating. Oh, he had a heart disease." Don't bring this into that. Like
doesn't have anything to do with
it. That happened in college. We're past that. We're in a different place. No one's thinking about the heart. We're thinking about what's going on right now, what's ahead of us, and what's going to happen in the future. Mm-hmm. So please stop bringing up he had a heart condition. We get it.
And the fact that Rich Paul was like, if you draft Bronny, he's gonna go to Australia. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if he didn't get drafted, he would go play in Australia.
That was the only time where I was like, "Whoa, now I don't like this," because I thought it was going to be cool. I'm like,
right. So they were basically threatening teams to say if they. But
I'd have done it just to be spiteful.
The Celtics would have been funny, draft him by like the rival team, and then it's like, oh, he goes to Australia. Oh, well, now he can't play with his dad.
So, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I think this is this happened in college football. If you elect for the draft and you're not picked, can't you go back to college if it's still within that 4-year time frame?
Yeah, I think because then you go to the if you don't get signed as an undrafted free agent, I think you're just out.
Got it. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Campus came over. Wouldn't let him play senior year ball at Auburn, baseball wise.
Mm-hmm.
He got drafted for football, and then he said, "I'm not playing with you guys. I'm gonna go play baseball." And then next year came around, then he got drafted by Berkeley.
Got it. Okay.
Now let me ask you guys this on the flip side, not to stir the pot. If Bronny gets signed as an undrafted free agent, do you still have the same feeling?
If he gets signed as an undrafted,
like he didn't. Well, let's say they didn't use that second round pick. They
still feel the same.
You would still have that.
He got. I think this going to the Lakers.
Just
in general,
the tie-in.
Yeah,
makes sense,
undrafted or drafted still feel the same.
Because second round picks, they don't always like Jokic was, but he was an outlier.
Right.
There's no way to predict that. But
I would have been a little bit more different because it wouldn't have looked more planned.
That's true because
I
like if
would've
he's
been
just sitting
fine with
there
that.
as a signed undrafted free agent, you could just
Yeah.
sign him, give him a chance. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I would have been more like, okay, like, because in my opinion, I just would have sat there and I just would have been like, okay, I'm just gonna sign you. We're gonna sign you in the undrafted, and then it's the same thing.
run him in the summer league, give him an actual fair chance. If he doesn't work, then because
Right.
like they're not going to release him. They just signed him. LeBron, since as long as he's there, he's not going anywhere.
Right. I
Yeah.
think honestly, I think you would have got the same effect, undrafted or drafted. I think it still would have played out if Bronny would have been undrafted. I mean, I understand
Yeah.
what y'all are talking about because it would have looked more genuine. And
Yeah.
would have been like, hey, you didn't get drafted. Okay, we'll bring
Yeah.
you in. But he'd still get the same treatment. He'd still be developed the same. He'd still probably play on the G League, and he would still be on the summer league. I still think he gets the benefits. Does he get the amount of cash that he got now? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But I completely understand. It would have
But
like
he doesn't need it. He doesn't need the hoop.
it's the optics that
Yeah.
we're talking about that would have looked better if he wasn't drafted. I get it.
Do you listen to JJ Redick? Or you listen to your dad?
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Both of them.
I'm assuming Reddick's been around Bronny since they're obviously do the podcast and whatnot. He's probably
You
giving
brought up-
advice, but
You brought up a good point. Who's going to get undermined?
yeah. It seems like
I played. Well,
Yeah.
I won chips.
Yeah.
I was in the finals. Were you in the finals? The league is a joke. This is a drama league. This is really good VH1 MTV type material. Honestly,
I mean, it's sad, but it's like Jeannie is not the
Tone deaf.
family
tone deaf.
is
Tone deaf.
sense, yeah. But it's just like you did nothing in order to try to beat or now tie the Celtics again. Like nothing was done. It's the same team, and we just lost Torian Prince to the Bucks. Like you have the same exact team.
Oh.
That
Well,
and the
another
Mavs got better.
another player on the Bucks who will barely play because roster.
Yeah, because they were trying to relate it to like Giannis's brother.
Yeah.
And how like he got on like to the Bucks and everything like that, like with the whole ordeal, like with Bronny. But I mean, it was just like, bro, like like he's not doing anything. Like Donis, however you say his name,
Thanasis. Yeah.
And like it's just like, okay, like yeah, they did that to appease Giannis because like then all the brothers are on there, but it was just like, bro, like he wasn't playing with the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna do anything.
Right.
This will get
Bronny.
Yeah.
I think. Are you going to? It's almost going to be like the Caitlin Clark effect. You're going to have people showing up to the summer league to see Bronny, but the Lakers as a name brand, like true Laker fans are going to show up. Like so it was even when the Lakers were bad, they still had that like excitement. Like when Lonzo Ball came in there, everybody wanted to see Lonzo, and then Kuzma showed up and showed out. Like, but even after Kobe retired, like the Laker brand is still like the Laker brand. So it's like wherever the Lakers go, like there's gonna be like Laker fans that show up. Like, were you bad and they weren't as good? Yeah. Like, did LeBron like bring more excitement to them? Yeah. I mean, it was a business move. Like, let's just be honest. Hey, I'm gonna come to the Lakers, one of the most well-known organizations in sports, not even in basketball, but just in sports. Like it all planned was like business move and everything like that. Like you got one championship out of the deal that, let's just be honest, with COVID, we've talked about this before. Who's to even say that championship would have been there if COVID didn't happen?
Yeah.
So like the Lakers, in my opinion, one finals appearance versus the Celtics 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
What? 4 Eastern Conference appearances?
Who, the Celtics?
Yeah,
Oh shoot, 5 or 6.
5 or 6
Yeah.
versus the Lakers 2.
Yeah, yeah, because Tatum's been there 6 out of the 7 years he's been in the league. So
You know what I'm saying? Like you did nothing. Like the team isn't. The Celtics have a brighter future than the Lakers do right now. And I think that's what Laker fans hate.
yeah,
Agreed.
Absolutely ridiculous. I hate this team.
Yeah, honestly, I think y'all really spoke for me. I already told y'all how I feel about it. I think just what's to come. I think we'll see how he does in summer league. If he has a good summer league, then oh well.
fair.
If he, I think it would be best for him to be sent to the G League for developmental reasons.
Yeah,
I think he'll be sent there. It'll just be how long will he stay?
yeah. And we're just gonna have conversations if he starts cracking the starting lineup in the big time and sucks because it's like, why are we playing him?
As much as
Right.
as much as I was talking about, I genuinely do not see him starting unless JJ Redick pulls something out of his cheeks. And
I don't think they can be that tone deaf to where they're going to start him that quickly. You would hope not. You would assume that there would be some mental capacity of a basketball mind that would say, okay, he's not starting worthy.
I don't even think he would genuinely be ready to start.
No.
Because again, he's still adjusting to the game. You said imagine the merch they'll make though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's true. It's true.
bro. His merch sales about to go
Yeah,
stupid.
it's true. Yeah.
Bro about to be the Marvin Harrison Jr. Bro about to beat out Marvin Harrison Jr.'s merch sales.
That's what I'm saying though. Like as far as it goes, like with merch sales, Bronny gets out of the G League, comes into the NBA. Is he good enough to be in that rotation for the bench?
I think he'll get some minutes sprinkled in here and there, but
Yeah.
I
But
don't
when
think
do you play with LeBron?
you don't.
So
Yeah, because the lineup on the court's going to have, if LeBron's on the court, you're not going to put your bottom of the barrel guys out there.
right,
So,
and he's a bottom of the barrel guy.
yeah, you're going to mess with the rotations. The
Right.
rotation would feature Bronny at like garbage time, not first or second.
Unless they run small. But then what about Dalton?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So now, does Bronny get more minutes than Connect?
You would assume not, but you never know. Because in this
That's
situation,
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it's
Like at that point, like you drafted him, but like when does he come in?
yeah.
Like at one point does he come in? Like do you call him up like from the G League and you're just like, oh okay, like hey man, you did good, but then it's just like when do you play?
To get that Bronny
To get
LeBron
that
moment.
Bronny
Yeah.
LeBron moment.
I have a feeling if he gets one good game, usually
Yeah, probably.
no problem.
10 points,
One good game.
6 assists.
So we talking about like a 20 ball, 20 points, like
Maybe less than that.
He could do what he did in college, 4 points or whatever. 5 games.
Dude,
So he
don't
drops
be-
to 20. They're pulling him up right
Don't
away.
be surprised if by the Christmas game, Bronny's on the Lakers. Bench.
I
For sure, All Star break. Don't be surprised if you see him.
I got All-Star break, honestly. D you said as a Ohio State fan, Marvin Harrison overrated at Ohio State. And then you also said we'll have to see how Junior does. Yeah, honestly, it's really gonna be up to that. I don't know. I think there's too many variables, but JJ Redick is obviously showing that this man is willing and to do whatever. I don't know if he's trying to appease to the masses, the Bus family, or what. But I don't know if he'll use the best side of caution.
There's a reason why like people were traded versus like if you honestly think about it. What star decided to opt out of their contract and come play for LeBron versus them getting traded and then them doing a long-term contract.
Nobody.
Yeah.
So what did I say about LeBron?
Everybody knows. People genuinely know how LeBron is.
With AD, okay, yeah, he didn't sign his contract. He didn't got his max. So
Yeah.
he don't care.
So I'll just wrap it up with this because we are getting over a little bit over 2 hours. Not trying to Kanye everybody. D said, Bronny, I will give him not even a quarter before he gets a little spanking. That's funny. Lastly, Devin, I think I said before the show started how he was showing signs of kissing the nanny goat. Bronny. In his recent Instagram post, he posted something with a 999. He said they asked him if he listens to Juice World, and he said that his jersey number was like paying tribute to Juice World.
He helped him through, or like got him through all that. Yeah.
So I would basically just say this: 99, like symbols like 1122. You know,
Yeah.
they're essentially they're called angel numbers, but in reality they're demonic. So yes, I can say that. 999. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a real thing. The nine that was that is yes.
That's why like I'll be honest, I stopped listening to Jay-Z like for a long time, especially like with that 444 album. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I honestly I'm pretty
That lyric he did in Empire State of Mind with Alicia Keys and everything. It's like one where he said what Jesus saying or can't be saved or something like that. But like if you listen to it like towards the end,
yeah, it has demonic undertones. Mm-hmm. So the whole 999 thing, that's why I was like, oh, okay, like basically this family has kissed the nanny goat, and I was reading the comments to the interview, and someone in the comments was like, this family's just not hiding the fact anymore. Like that's probably why not a lot of people like them. I don't want to, because the regular normie would probably call me a coon for hating a wealthy black person and call me broke. I said it. I've heard too much on YouTube, and this is the end of the show. We're the only people sticking around towards the end of the show because we're about to leave. But people would really call me a sellout. But I mean, let's be real. Like this family has sold its soul to the nanny goat. I'm gonna be 100%. Why do you think LeBron wore 6? That's all I'm gonna say. That's really all I'm gonna say. D, you said it's all demonic. It's the business. Yep. And I think I'm gonna end it with there because again, don't want to get shadow banned because now I think I am treading waters just a tad bit, and I'd hate to sink this podcast or get us blacklisted or however the algorithm using keywords. So I do apologize, and I do apologize to y'all because
no, I don't. Yeah. I like speak your mind. No, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I do want to speak. Like, I mean, it's the truth, but again, I mean, because we did a awesome job today for the pod, so I want to keep it that way for next week. So if we get low, I'll take the hit for next week. But that is genuinely how I feel about the topic. But to stay on course, definitely appreciate kicking it with y'all. Honestly, we all did well tonight. DE, thank you for rocking with us throughout the whole pod, bro. To end the poll, obvious clear winner in this is Jimmy Butler. Almost said Paul George. He took it away with 66% of the votes. Thank everybody who came by and voted. D, you said Lapuki says stay safe for the 4th. Oh yeah. Nice. Yo, D, have a good 4th of July. Stay safe. Do not do a
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Thank you. I'm just about to say that. Do not do a JPP and lose a finger for no reason. Throw them like grenades, if you will, flashbangs, and just Just don't keep them in your hand.
Yo, D, wherever you are, man, hopefully it ain't as hot as it is down here, man.
Ooh.
It's been hot and humid.
We're gonna stand outside for 2 minutes with fireworks and get
And then
eaten
it's
alive by
out.
Oh
mosquitoes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Eat up on mosquitoes at that point. Like,
Yeah.
We're in Orlando today. Real field 104.
Yeah.
Real feel.
Real field 104. What's the humidity?
You saw the heat waves?
That's nasty when you can see it coming out of the ground.
Yes.
Oh.
yeah.
Good Lord. But nonetheless, we appreciate you, DE, for kicking it with us. Please have a safe 4th of July tomorrow. We will be back next week, same time, same place. We will be back in the pod room. Thank you, Miles, for stopping by.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for letting me vent.
Of
course.
Oh yeah, sorry I had to Kanye you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
And-
You know, I'm probably off the pod now. Like I said, man, I hope I didn't get y'all shut down.
No, you good. No, I
I think we're good. Yeah.
I think I got us, TBH. And lastly, last comment, DE says, Lapuki says, Miles, fix your fit because it does affect Kobe's grave legacy.
Oh my
Hey, bro,
God.
chill,
Oh
man.
my God.
Yo,
Chill.
with that one, we are out of here. Thank you, DE. You mad funny, bro. We'll see you next week. And July 19th, I got you. We'll get you Madden 25.
I'll see you in the
NCAA.
chat.
NCAA 25. So appreciate you, big dog. We out of here.